A review is like the gossip at a local coffee shop. Everyone listens and it shapes opinions. When I look for a new restaurant or service, I trust the reviews more than the flashy ads. And guess what? Google does too. Reviews don't just reflect opinions, they're a massive part of your local SEO strategy. They help Google decide if your business deserves the spotlight. So if you're aiming to climb those local search rankings, reviews aren't optional, they're essential. In this video, I'll show you why reviews are your secret weapon in local SEO. Let's get into it. Google's algorithm sees reviews as a popularity contest, and you want your business to be the prom king. It looks at the star ratings, how often you get reviews, and the specific words people use. If your customers keep raving about your amazing customer service or fast shipping, Google's taking notes. These mentions feed the algorithm those juicy keywords that help you rank higher, all without you lifting a finger. But here's where it gets tricky. Fake reviews are a no-go. You see, Google's smarter than it looks. And it's not just shy about slapping penalties on businesses that try to game the system with bogus feedback. Authenticity is your best friend here. Real reviews don't just boost your rankings, they also build trust with potential customers who are deciding whether to choose you over your competition. Your Google business profile is like your business's digital front door, and you've got to make sure that it's open for visitors. The first step is claiming your profile, which surprisingly is often overlooked. Google might have already created a basic listing for you, but until you claim it, you're not in control. So head over to Google's business's profile, claim your listing, and verify it. You can either verify it by phone or wait for Google to send a postcard with a code. Once verified, you're in charge. Now about that NAP, your name, address, and phone number. It's got to match everywhere. Think of it as your business's fingerprint. If there's any inconsistency between your website and what's on your Google business profile, you're sending mixed signals to Google. And trust me, Google doesn't like mixed signals. Make sure every detail is consistent across the board. It's a small step that makes a big difference in how Google ranks you. But claiming your profile and updating your info is just a start. You've got to stay engaged. When customers leave reviews, good or bad, respond to them. Google loves it when businesses actively engage with their audience. It shows that you're present, that you care, and that you're legit. Responding to reviews isn't just good customer service, it's a local SEO power move. Getting customers to leave reviews can feel like pulling teeth, but it doesn't have to be this way. You've just got to ask, and ask in the right way. Most people are willing to leave a review if they've had a good experience, but they might need a little nudge. The key is to ask them when they're happiest with your service. Timing is everything. Right after a successful interaction, whether it's a purchase, after a service call, or a consultation, that's when you strike. While your customer is feeling the great customer service, that is your best chance of getting a glowing review. But let's be honest, we're all busy. Asking every single customer for a review can be a hassle, and that's where automation comes in. Tools like Podium make the process a breeze. Imagine finishing up with a client and just like clockwork, they get a text or an email politely asking for a review. It's not intrusive, it's just a friendly reminder that you appreciate their feedback. Plus, these tools can help you track who left a review and who hasn't, so you can follow up if needed. Now let's talk frequency. You don't want to bombard customers with review requests. It's annoying and it can backfire. But you also don't want to be shy about it. The sweet spot is after every significant interaction. For repeat customers, maybe you ask every few transactions or once every few months. The goal is to keep it consistent without being overbearing. You want to build a steady stream of reviews, not overwhelm your customers. Don't be afraid to ask for a review, but do it in a smart way. Automation is where you can be mindful of your timing and keep the request reasonable. Reviews are your ticket to better local search rankings, and with the right approach, you can get them without even breaking a sweat. Responding to reviews is also like having a conversation in a crowded room. Everyone is listening, and your words matter. When a customer leaves a positive review, it's your chance to shine and show that you care. Don't just give generic thank yous, personalize your response. Mention something specific from their review, like, "I'm so glad our speedy delivery made your day." It shows that you're paying attention and that you genuinely appreciate their feedback. Plus, other potential customers see this and think this business really appreciates the customers. It's a win-win. What about the not-so-fun part of negative reviews? They can sting, but they're not the end of the world if you handle them correctly. The last thing you want to do is get angry and defensive. I know how tempting it can be to correct them, especially when the criticism feels a bit too harsh, but don't give in to the temptation. Instead, acknowledge their experience and offer to make it right. You can respond with something like, "We apologize for such an unpleasant experience and we'd love to make it up to you. Do you mind contacting us directly so we can resolve this matter?" That shows that you are committed to customer satisfaction without airing dirty laundry in public. Remember, your response isn't just for unhappy customers, it's also for everyone else reading it too. A calm, constructive response can turn a negative into a positive. Timing is also crucial here. You've got a 48-hour window to respond, and trust me, that's not a random number. The quicker you respond, the more it shows that you're on top of things. It also prevents a minor issue from becoming a bigger issue. When people see that you're quick to engage, it boosts your credibility. They feel like they can trust you and handle things, whether it's praise or a problem. How you respond to reviews, both good and bad, speaks volumes about your business. You're not just doing damage control, you're building relationships and showing that you genuinely care. So be respectful and respond on time. It's one of the best ways to maintain a positive online reputation and keep your local SEO rankings climbing. While Google reviews might be the star of the show, they're not the only game in town. Reviews on platforms like Yelp, Facebook, and industry-specific sites are just as crucial for your local SEO strategy. Each of these platforms has its own audience, and you want to be visible wherever your potential customers are hanging out. The more positive reviews you have across these platforms, the better your overall reputation is. Plus, these reviews can have influence on Google and your rankings as well. But here's the kicker: you need to be consistent. The way you respond to reviews on Google should be the same way you engage with your customers on Yelp or Facebook. Consistency in tone and responsiveness across all of these platforms show that you're reliable and attentive no matter where your customers are. It's all a matter of building trust. Finally, don't forget about schema markup. By adding local schema to your website, you make it easier for Google to pull those reviews from different platforms and display them right into the search results. It's like handing Google a cheat sheet with all the vital info it needs to boost your visibility. When it comes to managing reviews, there are a few traps you'll want to avoid. First off, ignoring reviews is a big no-no. Whether they're glowing or grumpy, every review deserves your attention. Not responding sends a message that you don't care, and trust me, that's not a good look. Another common pitfall is inconsistent NAP details. If your information doesn't match up across all platforms, you're not just confusing customers, you're also confusing Google too. And when Google's confused, guess what? Your rankings will suffer. And don't even think about faking reviews. It might seem like a quick fix, but it's a disaster waiting to happen. Google's a lot smarter than you think, and if you get caught, the penalties can be severe. So stick to the honest path and your business will be better for it in the long run. In the end, customer reviews are like the lifeblood of your local SEO. Think of them as word of mouth on steroids. Each one influences not just your reputation, but how visible you are to new customers. Google pays close attention, and so should you. By encouraging genuine feedback, responding thoughtfully, and staying consistent across all platforms, you're not just boosting your rankings, you're building trust, loyalty, and long-term success. So the next time you see a new review, remember, it's not just a comment, it's a key to your SEO future. Keep those reviews rolling in and watch your local SEO climb. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on mastering SEO. And if you'd like to learn more about local SEO techniques, pick up a copy of my latest book, Honest SEO, on Amazon.